Hey everybody, Tyke Bob here. I am in the San Isabel National Forest, and I am hiking today to that peak there. That is the West Spanish Peak. It's on the very southern part of the state, and that's where I'm headed today. Just me today, no dog. I'm gonna give this a try. I last did that hike, I want to say 10 or more years ago. I remember it being pretty easy till tree line, then really difficult, as you can probably surmise, getting to the summit. We'll see how we do. Weather forecast today is for warm temperatures and no rain, so weather should be on my side. And we'll talk to you later. Okay, so I'm doing, nobody here with me today, doing the West Spanish Peak in the San Isabel National Forest. And I'm where the maps say the trail ends, and the rest of it is up these rocks on some kind of a trail to the summit. I was just told by a couple of people that it's a mile for the rest of it up here. I don't recall it being that long, but it's been a long time, so I will take their word for it that it's a mile. So it's going to be a hard mile, and if I can get that mile done in an hour, I'd be real happy. And we'll see what happens up this huge pile of rocks here. And the view from up here is just, well, as you can see, it's just beautiful. Just a great view up here. We're about 11,500 and some odd feet up here, so we've done quite a bit of hiking up here, and well, let's see what the rest is like. Quick snack break, and then I'm heading up. Talk to you soon. Okay, I am hitting the summit of the West Spanish Peak, marked by this pile of rocks in front of me. This was much harder than I thought. You can see the East Spanish Peak there. That's a much climber, much harder hike. Very few people do it. It's actually 1,000 feet lower than this one, but it's much more difficult. And I'm going to sit here and take a break, have something to eat, have something to drink, and turn around and head back. And what was I thinking? Anyway, I made it up here. That's the good part. We'll talk to you later. So now that I've stopped to have something to eat and drink, I'm starting back down. I just left. Oh, there's the rock. There's the summit there. So I'm just now heading back down the West Spanish Peak. So it's about a mile until I get to tree line with 1,800 feet of elevation drop on this very unforgiving rocky surface. So it's gonna take a while to get down. Once I get down there, the rest of it's pretty quick and easy. So under 3 miles. Talk to you later. So still working my way down the peak, off the West Spanish Peak, on the rocky part of it. Almost down. Down there is where I need to be. This is actually one of the worst parts, even though it looks less steep. But there's just piles of loose rock on the trail that, as you can see, slip out from under your feet. And sometimes it's like you're standing on a pile of marbles, and they all want to roll out from under you. So it's slow going, even though I am obviously making better time going downhill a little bit. Not a whole lot better time, because I'm not struggling with the steep elevation gain, you know, trying to force my way up against the force of gravity. But it's still pretty slow because of this loose rock, but the end is in sight, at least for the hard part. Then it's about 2.8 miles or so of fairly easy wooded trail back to, you see what I mean, back to the parking lot. So talk to you later. So I'm not sure if you can pick them out here in the very wide angle of this camera, but there's a couple deer nearby. 3 of them off to the right here a little bit, to the right of the trail, and there's one way down below. Actually, there's 2 down below, so there's 5 altogether. I originally spotted 4. They're literally on the trail. They've now moved off. They hear me coming. This is kind of late for somebody to still be on the trail, so they're probably a little wondering why I'm up here. To be honest with you, deer, I'm wondering too, but the end is in sight. Anyway, a little bit of wildlife up here. Really the only wildlife I've seen other than bees and spiders. Talk to you later. So I've come off the worst part of this hike. We're just coming off the peak, and it's hard to imagine where I was, but generally speaking, straight up, a couple of switchback, that little saddle, and the top, which I know with this wide angle lens doesn't mean much. But from here, it's good old-fashioned forest trail, a little less than 3 miles. So I should get back to the car in about an hour, and there ain't enough painkiller that's going to be able to make me feel better after this. But I got to do it again. Not the first time I've done it, but it's been a very long time, and I really enjoyed it. So talk to you later. So apparently there are cattle that run loose on this trail. I'm about 0.6 miles from the trailhead, and cows. There's one there, there's a bunch over there. There's this big guy who, well, I hope they really let me go through. And a little calf, a little baby calf. Hi guys, I mean you no harm. So if I end up dead, this one here with the horns probably did me in. Although this bull over here, I'm just going to very slowly pass through here. Another reason I'm glad I didn't take coal here, because with the little ones, the cows tend to look at them as predators and get very aggressive. But, oh, it's all good. Thanks, guys. one more picture. Okay. Thought you'd find that interesting. Almost back to the trailhead and a long drive home. And I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. Talk to you later.